Well, hey guys, it's Thorzax here, and I want to welcome you again to another episode. And I just finished my casting video, and one of the things I wanted to go over about casting is one thing I realized after I got done doing the video is I didn't have my gloves on when I was casting, so that was on me. You know, I watched the video and I thought, I don't have my gloves on. Here I am trying to press all this safety thing and I didn't have my gloves on. So anyway, I'm an idiot. So anyway, well, what I would like to do is kind of discuss a little bit about alloys. And you know, this is my range recovery lead. This is what I make a bulk of my bullets out of. I also add the foundry lead to that just a little bit, and you know, to bring up the tin content so that I'll have the pourability, you know, for my bullets in my molds. I used a steel mold for that, which is a whole different animal than the Lee, you know, aluminum mold. I will do a video on these though, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a video on these, so we'll get to that. Okay, so you know, when you want to make an alloy, you can do it either, you know, one or two ways. You can either just fill your pot up with your range, you know, recovery lead, and then just melt that down, and then add your tin to it just to use that in the particular pot, you know, of material. Now, one thing that I will, you know, say about all that, it's real handy to have a 1 pound ingot mold. And what you can do is that you can make the alloy that you want, okay, and add the tin to it and bring it up to the hardness content that you want. And then, you know, after you skim it and clean it and get all the garbage out of it, you know, you can just go ahead and make yourself some 1 pound ingots, which, you know, they fit down in your pot really good and stuff like that, and you know, that's great. However, I want to go ahead and approach another subject here. We all know who this guy is, so he doesn't need an introduction, okay? You guys recognize this. This is probably one of the best ingot molds around. I mean, if you're gonna go ahead and say, like, just make some alloy and you're following a certain recipe and you just want to make that particular alloy for its hardness and, you know, a certain application, this works really good because you can just go ahead and pour your ingots into this, makes 8 of them at a time, and then once they harden, dumping them out, and then just go ahead and fill it back up and just, you know, empty your pot, you know, just keep making more alloy. You can fill a whole 50 caliber ammo can with these things and you don't have to blend anything, which really is nice. If there's a particular material that you add to your ingot and you want to do it in 1 pound increments, say like you go ahead and go to Rotometals and you buy some super hard, or you buy you know, the foundry lead, or you go ahead and you buy some Lyman number 2, or you buy the linotype. That's where this comes in handy, because you can go ahead and you just 1 pound ingot that stuff, and then you can add it by the pound rather than eyeballing it when you're just sticking it down there and, you know, side the lead, just saying, well, that's about 2 inches. That should be good enough. Well, this makes it a little more precise, is, you know, having a 1 pound ingot mold. So, this right here, that's linotype. That is some hard stuff. And if you can see machine marks in it. This stuff is really hard stuff. It's just, this is amazing stuff. And the only thing that I use linotype for is, you know, casting bullets for rifle. That's where it comes in, you know, to play. I mean, that's where you're getting, you know, the most, you know, you're demanding the most performance out of your bullets because you're shooting them at higher velocities. I've got some plans for this. Believe it or not, I've got some plans for this. I have some molds that I want to try out in rifle and gas check them and see how they shoot. So anyway, that's kind of my take on it. When it comes to storing your alloys, and say like for instance you can store it this way, just as rain scrap, and then use it and blend it as you use it, or you can go ahead and blend a whole bunch of it and then just pour it in the scone mold, and then that way you know what you got there. Also, another thing too, like when it comes down to your alloys that you buy to bring up the hardness content, you can go ahead and put in 1 pound ingots like this and just add so many pounds of this material to this material, and then bring it up to the hardness that you want. Just some ideas about how to store it, how to make it, how to organize it. Just like our bullets, there's once we cast, we don't necessarily need to size them and then lubricate them. We can just store them as just plain bullets. We can get around to sizing and lubricating those later on, but they're already made. See, that's the whole thing. So anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and go through all that and kind of go across that bridge. Like I said, wear gloves, guys. I know that I messed up yesterday. Now, granted, I'm an experienced caster, and I've done this for quite a while. But it's still one of those things that I got to practice what I preach too. Normally, yes, I do have gloves on, but in that video, I kind of dropped the ball. So anyway, so this is Thor's Axe, and it's Saturday afternoon, and so it was a beautiful day out there. The sun is out there. You don't see that too much out here in Western Washington. There's an old saying, the bluest skies you ever seen are in Seattle. Well, I'm going to tell you what, dude, you don't see them very often. That's what makes them beautiful, believe me. And believe me, if you like blue and green, that's all there is to look at around here. I mean, we don't have anything else. I mean, and everywhere you go, there's water. There's water everywhere. So tell you what, once you've lived here for a while, it's like looking at the same centerfold every month. That's the best way to say I've lived here most of my life, and I'm going to tell you something. I need to change pace. Oh, so anyway, you guys have a good one, and you guys have good shooting out there, and I hope you enjoyed my videos. This is Thor's Axe, and I'm signing out.